everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Faith Like Wildflowers podcast. I have two guests with me, Miles and Lucy. I can hear you. I don't know. Get it?
I don't know how that works. I think you need to hold it closer, like this.
Okay. I know them from church and school, and we're going to be going through the 5 chapters of James and doing 4 or 5 episodes on them, and just like studying them and like diving deeper into them like I did with the Proverbs series. So before we get started, do you want to pray?
Yeah, I can pray. I can pray. God, thank you for this beautiful day that we can get outside and study the Bible. And I just ask that as we study, you would teach us what we need to know, and you would teach our hearts as well, and our minds. In your name, amen.
I could just go down a few verses like I did with the Proverbs series, and then we want to stop and discuss them again. Especially these chapters because they have so much in them. Yeah.
James has a lot of stuff in it.
Oh wait. Okay. I can start.
It's okay.
Chapter 1, verse 1. James, a servant of God and of the Lord Jesus Christ, to the 12 tribes scattered among the nations, greetings. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea, blown and tossed in the wind. That person should not expect to receive anything from the Lord. Such a person is double-minded and unstable in all they do.
Verse 2 is interesting.
What makes it?
It's deep. It's kind of like encouraging. You don't think about it, but then you read it and it's like, whoa. Yeah.
Like, go into trials of joy since they're like usually very hard and like sad.
Yeah.
Depending on what it is.
And if you have joy, it's not very trialing, if that's a word.
But just like remembering how God remains faithful and has gotten you through trials before, and then it also just makes it less hard when you have joy, but it's also hard. But like remembering that when you persevere, it produces faith, like you said.
Yeah.
Mine says it produces steadfastness, and then I have a note that says be joyful in trials because that will be a test of faith, and then faith brings steadfastness. Yeah.
Also like how it talks about when you ask God, you're supposed to have like faith and believe that He will actually give it to you. And obviously He won't always actually give it to you, but just like having faith instead of doubting, because if you doubt, then it most likely won't be given to you unless it is obviously part of His plan.
That was really confusing.
That was a little.
That was really confusing.
You're supposed to have faith, but it might not happen. But it might happen.
Even if you don't have faith?
Well, like if it's a part of God's plan, He's gonna make it happen despite what you do.
Yeah. But that's confusing.
It is confusing.
Yeah.
Having faith is part of believing, even though you don't understand everything.
This is weird, but this is what I think of. If you have faith that it's going to happen, won't you think that it happens even if it doesn't happen? Like if you...
Hold on.
If you have all the faith in the world that it's going to start raining right now,
Oh, I know.
and then it starts raining in like 2 days, you're like, my prayer was answered, but it was just on God's timing, not my timing. Even if it just would have rained anyway. Stuff like that.
I'm confused what you're asking me.
It seems like if you have faith that God will answer your prayer, won't it happen anyway?
Yeah.
Like even if it doesn't happen?
It will happen in His timing, and even He might answer in a way that you weren't expecting.
But how do you know that's God, if it just always happens?
Because you have that faith.
In a way you weren't
Yeah,
expecting.
trust.
I'm confusing myself.
Yeah. Okay,
I think you're overthinking.
I think you are too.
what you're saying. Like, he definitely sometimes answers prayers, just not in the way we wanted. Like, sometimes you might be praying for healing for someone, but then they pass, and they technically were healed because they're healed in heaven. It just wasn't the way you wanted.
Yeah. But then how do you know if God's there or not? Because
that's what faith is. We
Yeah.
can see him.
I guess.
You have to have faith.
I guess.
Yeah.
Other way.
Yeah. Like now, faith is confidence in what we hope for, and assurance about what we do not see.
Yeah.
Okay. So someone wants to read the next few paragraphs. You can stop when you want.
Okay. We ended at 9, right? Or 8.
You didn't read 9 yet.
Yeah. Okay. Let the lowly brother boast in his exaltation, and the rich in his humiliation, because like a flower of the grass he will pass away. For the sun rises with its scorching heat and withers the grass. Its flower falls and its beauty perishes. So also will the rich man fade away in the midst of his pursuits. Blessed is the man who remains steadfast under trials, for when he has stood the test he will receive the crown of life, which God has promised to those who love him. Let no one say when he is tempted, I am being tempted by God, for God cannot be tempted with evil.
Hold on. What do you think the crown of life is?
12.
Crown of life. That's not a good way to study the Bible.
Why not?
Just looking it up. Just looking it up in any old commentary. Because there's a lot of commentaries, and they all say different things. I guess.
How do you study the Bible?
Well, I do that. I just don't. It seems like a bad idea to just look up the first result on Google. And that's what you take. We can read more than one.
I'm not going to sit here and say something I don't know what it is.
It's fair. It's fair enough.
Well, let me look at the adoring word.
That's a good commentary. I kind of like that one.
Humble circumstances ought to take pride in their high position. How are you humble if you're being high and like in a high position?
I think it means when. What does mine say? Mine says, "Let the brother of low degree rejoice in that he is exalted." So it's when they're exalted. I wonder if that makes an awful noise on the recording.
Probably. We'll find out.
Yeah.
Verse 9, I think?
Yeah, keep going. There. Keep going. Oh, verse 12.
It just says that James reminds us that it really is worth it to endure under the temptations we face. Our steadfastness will be rewarded as we demonstrate our love for Jesus to those who love him by resisting temptation.
That wasn't...
The crown of life.
Oh, that was the right part. You're right. You're right. Oh, where'd it go?
There.
I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay.
It might just mean, like, heaven. Eternal.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if it means anything really specifically. I think it just means it's a good thing. Yeah.
Probably.
Probably. I think that's it. Where did you stop? I did stop her. Do you want to keep going?
You got it, Miles.
Okay.
You got the King James. We're reading all the verses.
Yeah. Did you read all of verse 12?
Yeah.
Probably. Alright, verse 13. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted by God. For God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away drawn away of his own lust, and enticed. Then when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. Do not err, my beloved brethren. We ought to talk about that one, because that was very... puts it in a good way. What do you call it? I'm trying to say, he said it good with a word, but I don't know what word that is. 13 to 16 or 15. 15 especially.
Oh yeah.
Lust leads to sin, and then sin leads to death.
Then desire, when it has conceived, gives birth to sin, and sin, when it is fully grown, brings forth death. Yeah. That's a good verse.
It is a good verse.
Yes, see? Yeah. Do you want to keep going? No, not to.
Sure.
Where are we at?
Verse
16, 17. Yeah, I get lost too. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, and cometh down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variableness, neither shadow of turning. Of his own... Wait a minute. What do you think Father of lights mean? That always confused me.
Mine says Father of Heavenly Lights.
That's what I have.
Yeah. Do you think lights is like stars in the sky?
Okay, mine says every good and perfect is from above, coming down from the Father of Heavenly Lights, who does not change like shifting shadows. So light obviously is light, and then shadows can kind of like change or whatever. So
Well, like
shines light and does not change.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
well, shadows are always like changing, but like light is always there. They're like shadows are unstable, but light is just light.
That makes sense.
But that skipped over some of the verses.
Did we?
That, like, we didn't discuss everything from the previous one. Like,
Really?
14 and 15 talking about, like, or 13, talking about, like, God was tempted.
Oh yeah.
I have a note in my Bible, that I wrote, like, talking about how, you, like, need to really be alert for temptation and things, because it starts out small, and when you even, like, play around with it, or, like, instead of taking the thought captive and just, like, let it wander in your head, then it, like, kind of starts to become a sin, can become much harder, and, like, small sins eventually lead to big sin without you realizing it. So just, like, starting at the beginning when you were first tempted, and, like, taking that thought captive and, like, praying about it and asking God for strength.
How do you take a thought captive?
Like, control it?
I don't know what that means.
Like, realize that
It's a sin.
okay, let's just take lust, for example, because one of these verses before it said lust when we were reading it. You, like, have this thought of, oh my word, that person's, like, super attractive, and you, like, take that thought captive, and you're like, okay, wait, like, obviously you're not dating them or anything, so, like, you want to take that thought captive and be like, okay, they're just a friend, like, I'm not supposed to be looking at them like that, I'm supposed to be looking at them like they're a son or daughter of God. This is a really hard example to be talking to you about.
Yeah.
I don't know why I use that one, but yeah. And just, like, taking captive and being like, no, they're a son or daughter of God, and, like, looking more at their heart instead of, like, dwelling on the thought and then letting it lead to more sin and whatever. Like,
Yeah.
controlling things.
Like controlling it.
Yeah. That was a really hard example.
That's a
Oh,
real
it
example.
made sense to me.
For real.
Yeah.
This is the first thing that came to mind.
Yeah.
I read about it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Did we read verse 18?
We did not.
Do you want to read that one, yeah?
Yeah. Of his own will, that's in the middle of the sentence. No, it's not in the middle of the sentence.
No. It's just...
Okay, my bad. Of his own will begat us with the word of truth, that we should be a kind of first fruits with his creatures, of his creatures. King James is hard to read.
Oh!
Get rid of that.
That's disgusting.
Do you remember that episode where there was two bees?
Yeah. That was really funny.
Not funny.
Well, it's funny to listen to.
Just picture you like laughing.
I was in the car.
Yeah, you're
I
laughing.
don't think I laughed. I smiled maybe.
I don't know what that means. My version says he chose to give us birth through the word of truth, that we might be a kind of first fruits of all his dreams.
I think I looked it up when I was reading it.
You looked it up, Miles.
On what?
Oh, Google, you looked
No, I looked it up in the dictionary. What word is? That was confusing.
What?
The word, it says word of truth, and I think the word, in quotation marks, word, as in word of truth, is logos, which is the same word John uses in John 1:1.
Yeah.
And the rest of 1. In the beginning was the word, and yeah.
God of the word was God.
Yeah. So is it talking about, you can, I don't know if he's talking about that specifically, but you can kind of relate it to Jesus as the word of truth. I don't think he's talking about the Bible, because you hear word of truth and you think the Bible. But I don't think he's referring to that.
Okay. Well, sorry. John got the word from Psalms when David was saying, "Your word is a lamp to my feet." It's like that kind of. Let's just learning about that. Yeah.
Okay. Verse 19. My dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, slow to become angry. Because human anger does not produce the righteousness that God desires. Therefore, get rid of all moral filth and evil that is so prevalent, and humbly accept the word planted in you, which can save you.
Yeah.
Mine says, save our souls. Save your souls. Yeah.
Forget if I looked up that word or not. Yeah. Do you think being angry is a sin?
No.
It kind of makes it sound like a sin. Well, kind of.
There is a verse. I would have to look it up to get the exact verse. There's a verse that says something about not a sin to be angry. I mean, that's essentially what it's saying. It's not the exact words. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But it's like how you act.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense here too.
Do you remember talking about that in high school?
Yeah.
Montana, maybe.
Yeah. Ephesians 4:26. I think. But where is it?
We were just in that verse.
No, Lord. A force.
In your anger, do not sin. Do not let the sun go down while you are still angry, and do not give the devil a foothold. So, like, it's not a sin to be angry, but it's how you act upon it, and if you, like, dwell on it and let it stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. And don't let it, like, like we were talking about with this sin, becoming big.
Yeah.
And then causing death. Don't let the devil exploit that.
Mm-hmm.
Goes away and immediately forgets what he looks like. That totally just reminded me of what I go on my phone to check the time, and then I put my phone down and I'm like, wait, I did not just check the time.
Yeah, I've done that.
Anyways, but whoever looks intently into the perfect law and gives freedom and continues in it, not forgetting what they have heard but doing it, they will be blessed in what they do. Do not be a lukewarm Christian.
I feel like that's kind of what we talked about in church today.
In the sermon?
Yeah. Kind of.
Okay, there was a ton of kids that were crying and crying and crying.
Oh.
It was very hard to focus during second service.
I'm so sorry. Church was so good in the first service.
I was paying attention to most of it, but there was some points where I completely, like, zoned out and only heard kids crying.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you can actually listen to it. It's pretty good. Yeah, mine is. Well, my notebook is in my room. So yeah, that's how it's set up.
I think 25.
Yeah. Did anybody want to read the last two verses?
Okay. If anyone thinks he is religious and does not bridle his tongue but deceives his heart, this person's religion is worthless. Religion that is pure and undefiled before God, the Father, is this: to visit the orphans and widows in their affliction and to keep oneself unstained from the world.
That's really good.
I've been watching The Chosen, and I just watched season 4, like episode 2 or 3 or something, and it was the one where like the Pharisees are like getting super duper mad, and then the dominant or whatever from Rome, I forget his name, the one that's bald.
Oh. Quintus.
Oh, he just like stabs the person.
Yeah. Oh,
that was very sad.
It was very sad.
So I like need to watch the next episode now because it just ended right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways,
no, I was watching it in theaters, and that was the last episode, and then it like
that's so bad.
it was
But
yeah.
anyways.
Yeah. Season 4 ends on a cliffhanger though.
Oh no.
Yeah, it does.
Maybe I should.
Do they have season 5 yet?
I think it's coming out this summer.
Yeah, it's next month soon.
Okay.
But anyways.
I still need to catch up. Anyways.
Jesus like calls out the Pharisees and is like, you guys are like so focused on all these rules and everything, but that's not the religion. The religion is like, you guys are calling me out for like eating with the Gentiles and like with tax collectors and sinners and everything, but that's like what I'm here for, and that's what Christianity is, and, like having a pure heart and like about having a relationship with people. That's what those verses remind me of.
Yeah. I think that's really important. I don't think we do that enough.
We're so caught up in our comfortability with our friends.
Or just doctrine, teaching, and everything. Like we go to church every Sunday and hear a sermon, and how helpful really is that?
Are we applying it?
That's literally what we talked about in church today. At the end, he's like, "Why are you coming to church?"
Anything else that sticks out to you?
Well, another part of it, I forget where it is. So I think Paul says something like, okay, it's not the best, but it's like, it doesn't, like, he doesn't care how it's being preached, just as long as it's getting out to people. Like, there's both sides of the spectrum, and I would agree with, like, both of them. Like, sometimes it's like, they might not have the right intentions, but in other people, it's getting to people. So that's good too.
And we're not the ones to judge.
Yeah.
That's also like when you're saying that reminds me of like when people are so worried about how they're praying, like how it's coming out and the words they're saying, but like that doesn't really matter because God knows what you're trying to say in your heart. And obviously, if people are judging your prayer, like the words you're saying, then their heart's not in the right place. Yeah. Yeah. Plus, most of the time, if you're speaking in front of a big group of people, you're probably nervous anyway. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
Why? I'm taking a public speaking class.
That's fun.
Yep. And teaching Sunday.
Is he just Sunday school?
Oh. Yes, I'm teaching Sunday school.
I asked you to teach teaching.
Yeah, you did.
Awkward.
Yeah, okay.
That's all that I have to answer.
That's it.
Okay. Thank you so much for listening and enjoying our conversation. If you guys have anything else, you can comment down below. Anything else
Maybe.
or anything from us.
So far, it looks like I'm the only one who comments.
Oh, you do?
But
Kelsey
oh,
commented on
episode 1. I did see
I
that.
should probably go leave a comment.
You should go leave a comment. Anyways,
5 stars. I think I left a 5 star.
oh, dang.
I think I put 4 stars.
You have 4 stars because of the audio.
Wrote it down. No, I'm kidding. I think it's like 4.9 or something.
It was probably me then.
You're a .1.
It's okay.
It's not a 5-star podcast.
4 stars.
It's a 4-star podcast.
Why do you say that?
4.9.
If you get better microphones and better camera, then you can have 5 stars.